breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop you need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. Just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of us, if I offend you.
All right, guys, fourth row game. Get busy.
I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me. Fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up. Gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty. I'ma find you Leo out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it.
Want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
Good job,
They
Clayco.
establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Oh, guys, what was
It's
that?
a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 134 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Or
Good defense, guys.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Holmes.
Crossing.
And he finds a man on the crossing route.
J. Riley play. Good job.
40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First down, Holmes almost able to get intercepted. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
Wrong
You
guy.
have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Holmes. This will be caught inside the 10.
Good job.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Holmes.
Good touchdown throw.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. In for the score.
Good job.
And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, good tackle, guys. I thought we was in a dome. Look at it's so windy.
Now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield, you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Jones.
Look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Good sack, guys.
And he's going to be driven down.
There you go, Peterson.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Domino tear. God damn it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good job, guys. Good defense.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here we go. Brand 38.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the
Hey guys, hit that like button. Subscribe.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Holmes. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Good throw.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
That
He's
was
at the
not
50.
smart.
He's at the 30. And he will score.
That was not smart, man.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker.
That was not
You
smart.
got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
That was not smart.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Should have ate that.
Throwing after the interception. Holmes
Bomb.
trying to lay one up deep. Picked off right around the 43.
And Holmes.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming
I
away
know
with
they
the
can sit
football.
up on, but we'll call it. This is some bullshit. Come on, guys.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Me and you, Fisher. Good job.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue
90. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. And the Rams get
Good sack.
They bring him down.
Good job, Bar.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34.
Whoosh.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Spinning away. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
This will be caught inside.
Good job.
10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The huddle come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Menu bar.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Guys, what was
that?
that?
He goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Menu fishing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
What a hit.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd
Job,
down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Atkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Guys, what was that?
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, He's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another 13 yards.
Guys, what are y'all doing on defense?
They're on the move. Another first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just says, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get...
And he will get into the
What was that, guys?
touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. To try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go. One.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught by Parker. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Powering his way forward. Oh, he's able to outmuscle it there as he pulls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Come on, guys.
And he'll get
It's a
this
bad
one
run
down
there.
about the 17. And it appears we've
Here
got
you
a
go,
bit
hurt
of the
again.
Rams shaking
God
up on
damn
that
it,
last
man.
play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
This guy stay hurt. All right, he'll be all right.
To throw on second down. Holmes dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of 4.
So this has been a
catch
lot
up
like a
to you.
tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Holmes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
What was that, Holmes?
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 46.
Missed.
And that is no good. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. Remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Me and you, boy.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Oh, gosh,
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Holmes on the move to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Holmes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
1 yard line. Good job. Way to go, rookie.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Here we go now. 3.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start out west in California, north versus south, as the Chargers play host to visiting San Francisco. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Marcus Mariota, a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. The Broncos locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw. Holmes. And over the middle, this is Parker.
Good job, Holmes.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to the receiver quicker.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a handoff looking right. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Come on, guys.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. Holmes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will
Rally
get the
crossing all
football
off.
back.
Fucking bullshit.
Parker, the
God damn
intended
it.
target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Start this shit.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A good move, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 2.
And the blitz does come.
Safety, good job.
Again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on first down. Holmes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Holmes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wow. Holmes, what are you doing?
Coaches, at any time they call an in route,
Holmes.
they're really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Holmes.
Good strike, Holmes.
Finds a man with a crossing route. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes. And that
Gotta catch that ball.
Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw.
Drag route.
That's complete.
God damn it, hit the 1st down.
He's able to work it here to the 8-yard
Take
line.
my 4th and 1.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag
It's really
routes,
4th and inches.
you're able to
Cheating
hit a
and shit.
receiver
Look
in
at that.
stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to
All
convert
right, good job,
on
guys.
4th
Take
to
4th
bring
and 4.
up 1st and goal. That's a
Get 2
big
rest
3
halves,
yards
yeah.
right there.
We often hear analysts
Cheating
talk
shit.
about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer.
All right, Top. Wait, we're pushing.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in.
Look at Denver,
they couldn't
man.
create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Union bar.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Union bar.
Set. Green 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Good job, Welsh.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
That's power. Okay.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second and 9 now from the 21. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Off the bootleg. Holmes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Good job.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Good job.
It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down. Holmes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Holmes.
God damn it, Holmes. Look at that over his head. That was stupid. You saw him right there. Come on, that's dumb. You throw that ball forward. You take the field goal, stupid.
Especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes
stupid. Come on, guys. That's just dumb.
You end up running yourself into an error.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go. Green.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
Come on, Wiles.
Across midfield down.
Gotta play better defense than that.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down.
Come on, guys.
At the 40.
What was that?
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys will take over.
Cut, man. You run the pattern. What are you doing?
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against
You cut late, man. Come on. Where that guy come from?
That's correct. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
That's
These
just
guys
dumb.
had a punt
Now we're
their
playing
last
stupid
possession,
football.
and that's become
We ain't trying to win.
familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
This
they bring
is
his
dumb.
jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive.
Peters.
It's a quick 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here.
Oh, you gotta catch that.
Picked off there.
That's a big
great
six.
time for
You
their
can't
first
catch
pick.
worth shit.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
Don't join her. You're the best catcher we
Didn't have a
got.
receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, didn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Join us a pick 6. They got caught one. Come on, man.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. LaMarcus Joyner in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
That's some bullshit. Now they cheating. Come on, guys.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is bullshit here, man. This is what we get for playing stupid football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
You stay hurt, man.
And it appears we've got
Stay
a
hurt.
member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status.
Every play you
when we
get hurt.
back.
Wow.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Adams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Off-play action. Holmes. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
There's definitely contact.
All right, bomb.
They
I don't know if that's a bomb, but that's the last bomb.
Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Rams on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Holmes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
Good throw.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, Holmes. The left side throw complete to Adams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Now he hurt. God damn it.
And after getting tackled,
Ain't nobody
he's
left.
still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside.
Let's just say put this shit back. This shit don't kill no more. Well, they're both on the bench now. Look at them.
On first down, Holmes buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Take 2 minute 1.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And
good job, big boy.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
All right, guys, let's play some defense.
The uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And
Please keep it on the road. Play some defense.
Sneak for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
God damn. Wow, this is some bullshit.
23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
What are y'all doing?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Back to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final
What was that, guys? Wow.
I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late.
Wow, wow,
You got to
wow.
rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is
They go right over your head.
get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game.
Hey guys, just get field goal range. Come on.
Field goal now can only tie it. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Wow.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision.
That is not who I want to throw the ball to.
Brings up second down.
You stupid ass.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Holmes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Tight end, Allah.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing on first down. Holmes.
God damn it. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, I don't believe you let him get in front of you. Now you let him do that.
6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy
That's a bad pattern.
Mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things
That's
different?
one-on-one, man. God, you stupid bitch. You can't beat him.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
That was dumb.
The defense,
You
they
got to
got
run a
little
better
bit of
pattern than
breather.
that.
Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Cardinals on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game.
Fucking man, coach, I'll bring me out.
Batting practice into Major League Baseball.